guys, welcome back to another forecast. So I'm gonna do Valentine's Day. The song in the background is actually a song that my late husband Shane used to sing to me. "Hey Lady" by Led Zeppelin. He played on his acoustic guitar. I was like, what love song can I play? And that just popped in my head. So I'm like, I'm gonna honor that, because we did have a love story for the ages. The way that we just fell in love with each other, and it was just like we took off. So we're gonna do single, dating, and married. So right away, the energy is high on love, which everyone's gonna be like, oh well, that's kind of generally for Valentine's Day. I love that song. So they're saying high energy, so it's going to be high energy. I feel like there's something with the moon. I should check that out, what the moon cycle is going to be. People coming back together. So it's like someone from the past is coming back. And it's like, they're kind of trying to shoot their shot. Single, finding Mr. or Mrs. Right. I feel like there's someone going to, what's that, where you go around the table. What's that, what's that called? It's like blind dating, but it's like you have a timer with so many people. Oh, this one got 2 cards. Marriage got 2 cards. So, what's that called? I can't think of the word right now. Sorry. But it's like you have a time. You go there, you go to a table, and it's like the men move, but the girls stay at the tables, and you have a timer, so like 10 minutes with each person. So I feel like you're going to find something's going to click. So there's going to be some sort of love offering, I feel, as well. Love letters, gifts, unexpected flowers, daisies. And there's going to be a Disneyland proposal. So I know everyone's like, those are the kind of general, like that could happen to anybody. Okay, maybe so. But this is what I'm picking up on. So, try and give me some leeway here. So I've got some beautiful rose. I'm just going to show this. I got some beautiful rose quartz here. So Erin, which is Soulwork on Instagram, Soulwork, SOULWRK. When I first lost my husband, she told me to wear rose quartz to bring love back into my life. So it's that beautiful pink. I have gauged ears where it's like those stretched ears. So I found that easier because I was gardening at the time, and I don't want getting my bracelets caught on anything. So I would wear my rose quartz gauged earrings and bring back that love to my life. I also wore the black one, the Iox. And that was for grief, to help me with my grief, and it very much did so. So I'd wear one black and one pink to help me get over those feelings of bereavement and bring that love back into my life. Thank God. And I mean love for myself again, love for my children. I have not found that person that I want to love after losing my husband. And that's okay. I feel like, we put a lot of emphasis on finding that next partner, or, some people, that's fine. They need that. Ooh, time to take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. Ooh, very nice. And you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So they're saying this is from messages from your angels as I'm shuffling. So these beautiful cards here with the angel wings, that's the message there. To take action. With me, it's like I'm not so much on speed dating. That's what it's called. So for me, I'm not so much on the apps and stuff. With me, I'm like, if it's organically going to happen. A lot of loving people that share your energies with me know that I very much so give a lot of my time to my children, which you should do so. And a lot of dedication and devotion to the people that honor me with paid readings and my channels, and so I'm very much in that work mode. So if I ever met someone, it would have to be someone that's just as busy as me with their job, so that way there's no void there. There's no you know, you spend too much time with this or that. So, single, dating, married. So, they're saying some of us are being impractical. And she's got paint cans in her hand, so it's like kind of finding that balance, like I was saying, you know, with children and work. So impracticality to me, I feel like someone is putting too much emphasis, like you have to have this, and you have to have that, and, you know, you have to have so much money in the bank, and you have to have a perfect credit score, and you have not to be married. It's like, you know what? When you sit there and you put that kind of energy out there, you're going to draw in the crap. Let's just be, I'm going to be quite honest there. It's like, you know, you're putting too much pressure on it. So it's like, you know, you can be like myself. It's like, if it's going to happen organically, it will. Because like you have friends, and I'm sure your friends are like, you know what? I know a girl that'll be kind of great for you. I know a guy that'll be kind of good for you. Or it's like you meet at the store. Ow! Sorry, I have jewels on me. My lovebird. I'm doing a love reading, and I have my lovebird on me, and she's like clawing the crap out of me. See, Jules made me forget my thought. But I feel like, you know, they're just saying, like, you know, yes, no one's saying don't have those boxes checked. All of us, you want that chemistry, because that's what's going to keep you together over the years, is that chemistry, that love for each other, why you fell in love with each other in the first place. You know, like, things will change along the road, like kids, because you get so involved with the kids' career. You know, the parents get older, and then we're taking care of the parents. So it's like finding that time to come back to each other and make sure, like, you have a date night once a week, or you know, twice a week, or every 2 weeks you have one. So, you know, they're saying don't be so impractical about love. You know, loosen a little bit up a bit here. So I'm actually going to read from some of the cards that came out of the deck. So we have the Ace of Wands. This is from the Astrology Answers Master Tarot deck. So if you had asked yourself a question before actually clicking on this video, your answer is a yes. Again, Soulwork at Soulwork, that's her handle name on IG, SOULWRK. Is something she has taught me, that if you see an ace is generally yes for her. An ace. So this is the Ace of Wands. So I'm just going to go on the Astrology Answers meetings, because it's online. It's not, they don't come with a guidebook. I kind of like it, and I kind of don't. It's just my internet's kind of funky sometimes. So the Ace of Wands is a message from the universe that you are attracting the qualities of the wands in the area of your life today. There will be a new beginning, or a potential of a new beginning offering and an experience for you today. And it could be marked by enthusiasm, creativity, passion, and excitement. It carries with it a sense of adventure and a spring-like bounce to your step. If you are thinking of starting something new, like a new relationship or job, this card is a very good omen. Expect a message or an invitation to arrive in your day unexpectedly and out of the blue when you see this card. So like they're saying, out of the blue, this person may come up. You know, you're invited, like they said, an invitation. You're like, oh, do I really want to go? Oh, do I really want to, you know, put myself through that? And it's like, oh, like, I get it. You know, I'm kind of like that. I don't want to go to bars and stuff like that. I'd rather spend that time with my kids, honestly. Or with my job, with the people I read for. I don't like calling them clients, because it's just like, I feel like we're, you know, yes, some of you come to me as new clients, but it's like, you know, there's some people that I've made some true connections with, and it's like, to me, it's not even a client. It's like a friend. Like, I'm ready for friends. I gotta find a name for the people that honor me with their energy. Like, it truly is a blessing to get, you know, to be asked to read for people. It truly is. So, indecision. I feel like you're being pulled in two directions. I feel like, you know, you have two offerings of love here. And it's like, one is promising you marriage. She's the ideal mate. And the other one's like, ooh, that sexy guy, that bad boy, you know, tattoos and piercings. And, you know, he gets your juices flowing. Not trying to be, you know, so vulgar here. But it's like, you know, he really speaks to you. But it's like, you got to sit back and say, you know, what do you want in life? Do you want marriage, or do you just want some fun? If you want some fun, then that fun, that F-boy is for you, you know? The one with the tattoos and the piercing, and he's not so serious, and he, like, you know, he sleeps in his van, and it's like, you know, Or do you want the button down guy, that has a job and, it looks like he has a home, like his own home, and, he has a plan. So it's up to you. So they're saying which choice to make. This card marks the presence of two or more possible choices in your life. It shows you are anxiously looking at two roads, wondering which would be better, which would be a better choice. This actually happened with Shane and myself. There was another gentleman that I had a crush on, and it's like I was like, I'm not chasing you. And when me and Shane started talking, he started sniffing around again, and I'm like, when I showed interest, he pulled away. But with Shane, it was like, I said, I want marriage, I want kids, like, I want the house, I want the whole 9 yards. And Shane was like, I'm in the same boat. So I went for Shane. And 10 years later, So it's like, you got to sit back and see what's more practical, what suits you right now. And if you are totally that type of person that's just looking for fun right now, then the second choice is for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's one thing that we really have to stop putting such an emphasis on, is that by the time we're a certain age, we have to be married with kids and a house and a mortgage and this and this and this and this and this. In our 20s, we're supposed to have fun. But also in your 20s is a great time to sit there, especially if you have a great job or you have a couple jobs, get yourself a condo. Do you know what I mean? And sit there and pay that condo off so you have equity. And then you can sit there and you don't have to worry about a loan or anything like that because you're so busy, paying off your condo and having fun. And then, maybe when you're in your late, maybe when you're in your late 20s, like 27 and up, you meet someone. And then, if it's, something that blooms into marriage and children, like you're set up. And I feel like, these are the kind of things we need to learn in school, because this is very much life lessons that we don't instill in our children. Like, we forget to teach our kids these things. And it's like, you don't have to rush down the altar. Life isn't just about, going to grade school, middle school, high school, college, if that's your avenue, and then meeting someone, get married, and have kids. Like, it's just like, we have to get out of that mentality. So we have the Tulip Autumn. I love the flowers. This to me is like, a wedding, because it's so grand. Like, the lilacs, that's like, they're a good flower to bring prosperity into the person's home. So bringing fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an unexpected talent for multitasking. And that's what I feel like. It's like you're able to, this type of person is able to multitask. And I feel like that, like, that's what I say with the indecision. Maybe the second boy is for you, because it's like, you have so many things going on, and it's like when you need him, he's there. And when you don't want him, he's not there. Like, you don't have time for that. And that's okay. Like, people need to stop saying that's not okay. It is okay. Men and women, whatever you choose your path, you do. So you're quite capable of handling many things at once. Your ability to multitask to multitask and still do outstanding work offers you an ample opportunity for the future. Yet it can also be exhausting if you're not enjoying what you're doing. Make everything you do joyful. So get very much into that Jupiter energy. That Jupiter is truth and integrity and joy and all the happy feelings. So very much given into that joy energy. It's a positive ego. You can balance work with play if you seek out fun in every moment, even if the pleasures are small and relative terms. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, because we still got a whole video to do here. And I pulled the fairy deck. I haven't pulled from this deck in a long time. So the Chariot. So I feel like some of you might be going to a destination. That's why I said Disney World's one of those destinations, and that's where this engagement will happen. Or you bump into someone. I feel like there's two groups, and the girl's got popcorn in her hand, or like prizes. Like, I feel like she's got like a stuffed Mickey Mouse in her hand, and she bumps into a gentleman. She's like, sorry, excuse me. And there's a connection there. Success that comes from dictation and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments. Being in the spotlight. Very nice. So it's like, be open to those possibilities in life, What you may have dated a button-down shirt guy, but the next guy might be, that guy that works with his hands. That's someone I've always wanted to come into my life. Someone that works with their hands. Someone that can fix cars and fix the house and electrical and all that stuff. Shane was more the button down computer kind of person. He could still do things with his hands, but not as much. You have done great work so far. So this is for the Chariot. However, undoubtedly, still many priorities that you are balancing at this time. You may be called upon to keep control more than one driving force at a time. Staying centered, strong, and determined. Remain steadfast in your sense of purpose and don't allow other influences to steer you off course. You can accomplish far more than you realize. And I feel like that's what we have to give into is that confidence in ourselves. And that's not an ego. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're egotistical. No, you're not egotistical. It's like giving into that positive joy, the joy Jupiter energy. I think we need to feed that energy more. I think that's like, embracing it. That's one thing I learned in classes that when I was in school there. It's like, I love learning about planets because it's like so crazy how, they play so much in our life. Like Mercury is your negative, doubting self, things that we've heard all our lives. So this pile I'm reading right now is for the single people, the single gals, they're saying. So determination, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. And I feel like if we're patient, the right person's going to come along. Don't put so much emphasis if this person doesn't come into your life that your life is not complete. I feel like when that person is meant to come into your life, they will. And this is something I wrote on my vision board. I finally wrote it on, is patience. I learned to have patience, give up to the divine, knowing that their time is perfect, and that, patience is so hard. And I'm learning just to go with the flow, go day by day, and sometimes it's hard, but it's like, very much telling that Mercury energy to have a seat. Have several seats, please, because we're not putting up with it no more. So Mercury is your negative energy if you're wondering why I'm telling them to have a seat. So your self-doubts, running yourself down, everything that you've ever heard all your life that has put you down, you're telling them, no, you have several seats because you know for a fact that that crap is not true. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So it's very much finding that balance. So we got some beautiful dolphins here. I feel like they're like Florida. We got a monarch butterfly. We have 4 angels. So it's very much like that foundation of your home. And we have that rabbit. So it's like wisdom. Use your head. They're saying use your head over your heart. So the next card we have is perception. It's all about perception. We got another monarch butterfly. I think this is a sparrow. So this has the green chakra. So crown, third eye, throat. So it's your soul. So this may feel like, use your perception. Like, does this speak to your soul? Does this make does this speak to your spirit? So we have the 8 of Pentacles, working with your hands. Maybe this person will be working with their hands because it's a gentleman working with his hands. Funny enough, I said I always wanted someone that worked with their hands. Shay played guitar though, so in some ways he did work with his hands. So, when the 8 of Pentacles appears in your day, this is the 8 of Pentacles from the Astrology Answers Tarot deck. In your tarot reading, the message is all of your hard work is about to pay off. This is a card of committed labor and dedicated mindset to your unlimited goal. I feel like there's a guy that's been going after this one female, and she likes the chase. She likes the fact that he's chasing after her. But you got to be very careful because he's just like, he's going to sit there and be like, this ain't really worth it. I'm putting all this effort in, I ain't getting nothing. And I'm not saying give him something, but I'm just saying, let him know. Just say like, I love the chase. I'm not there for a committed relationship right now. Like, I'm so busy. Just let him know that you do like him. So that way he'll stick around. This is a card. Okay, I read that part. Know that all of your steps you have taken to now are about to pay off. And work this card of productivity and trade and you will, sorry, and you are well on your way on to your ultimate success. 8 in the tarot generally represents success. Ooh, I didn't know that. When this card appears, well, yeah, 888, that's abundance. Know that your own personal success you have been toiling after is in the works and will manifest in due time. Worry not about timing or when this will happen. The Eight of Pentacles says you're almost there. So I feel like you're working hard for something. I feel like this is someone that's like they're saying a law student or something. Something with law. But I feel like it's a student because they're showing me like a binder and a book in their hand. She wears glasses. She's a very pretty girl. So it's like, this gentleman keeps, coming after, chasing after you in the positive way, not like a negative way. I think he leaves you notes under your windshield. And you know it's him. Because I even see like a rose and there's a note. And it's like you see it and it just makes your heart swoon. I feel like he watches you find it. So we have the Magician and the Mirror in the reverse. So it's like finding that balance. Like they're like ice and fire, but ice breaks to water. So water and fire. So this may be a water and fire sign coming together. They're saying they balance out each other. They complement each other very well. This is from the Energy Oracle deck. Oh, 53. I thought it was 35. My bad. It's in the reverse, so that's why I didn't know. So the Magician and the Mirror, knowing and using your true power. The Magician in the Mirror reversed is warning you that you may be missing a great opportunity. That's what I'm saying. It's like, he's a dork, I heard. He's not what I'm looking for. And it's like you need to, like I said in the beginning, you need to stop putting so much emphasis on, he has to look like, Brad Pitt and he has to have $1 million and, they're saying like, yeah, have some things checked on your checklist. You are attracted to him. Why not give him a chance? And it's like he will pleasantly surprise you. The things that you don't think he checks off, he will check off. And I said this before. There is someone that's not giving someone the time of day, and it's because you think he's X, Y, and Z. And they're saying you'll be pleasantly surprised. Sorry, the bird just pooped on me, so I'm just cleaning it up. They're saying you'll be pleasantly surprised of how many boxes he actually does check off for you. Like, it's gonna, you'll be, this may even be marriage material, they're saying. Like, give him a chance. The timing is right, but you're not taking advantage of the creative energies of this cycle. You do have the power to transform things for yourself, to create something new, whether a home, business, family, or life decision. So they're saying family. So this is what I'm saying. This could be a marriage. You may be resistant to or even disbelieving of the ultimate power you possess. It's time to wake up. The manifestation and precede limitations that linger from the past can no longer sustain you. And I feel like this is where it's like, certain people in our lives is given into that Mercury energy, that negative voice, like you're not pretty enough, you're not good enough, you're not handsome enough, you'll never succeed, you'll never amount to enough. It's like, tell that Mercury to have a seat, have several seats. We have to start giving into that Jupiter energy, that positive ego, that you are good enough. Think about all the positive things you do in a day for yourself and for others. And remind yourself of that. Even if you have to write it down in a diary, in your journal, or put it somewhere where you can read it every day. If you make a vision board, write down all those positive words, on your vision board so you can see it when you're having a crappy day. And remember what kind of things daily you bring to people's lives and to yourself. Your life is a mirror that reflects your inner energy, yet you have the ability to change what you see. You must fully open up to the complete truth of your external wisdom, talent, and ability, and take the risk of believing in yourself. Now is the time to dig deep. Find the confidence and the courage within to make the most of this opportune cycle. And it's like I had a decision to make with pertaining to being a medium and an empath. And it's like, I sat there and I'm like, why don't I just go do the full thing now? Some of you know what I'm talking about is increasing my prices. Because a lot of you know I've been reading for you from 1 to 4 hours, and it takes such a toll on my body. And it's like, let's offer mini readings from an hour to an hour and a half, and that is going to be a strict timeline. That's not going to go for 4 hours. Because now it's beginning to go over 4 hours. I read for one person for 7. So it's like, that's why I'm increasing my prices. It's not that, I believe more in my abilities, because very much so, people were telling me I should charge more, but I was like, for me, it was like, I want to get those positive confirmations that, what I charge is actually worth that price. It was all about me. It had nothing to do with anything else. I knew I had a gift, but I didn't know to what extent. And I will tell you truthfully, it's growing and growing. That's why I took classes, to understand what this was, to understand what these new gifts were and how to use them when I read for clients. So, it's all about that. It's, with me, it's like, I never want anything I never say anything that I cannot deliver on. Like with my children, they ask for something. I'm like, if to the best of my ability, I will try. If I'm not sure if I can fulfill it, I never promise that. You have all the resources you need. The ultimate force of the universe is at your disposal. It's waiting for you to recognize and ignite the phenomenal powers that are essentially yours. So it's ignite that fire. I believe that there's a fire and a water sign coming together. So fire and water the fire signs are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And the water signs are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like the fire is a female though. So I feel like a fire and a water are coming together. So the last card we have is the Prince of Summer, romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Because it's like, I feel like this is going to bring up a lot of emotions from the past. It's like, that's what I'm kind of fearful of, is like the first person I date is like, it'll be the first person I ever date after my husband's passing. And it's like, I'm going to go in with an open mind, and I'm just going to try and keep my emotions in check, but I'm going to I don't want to tell them that I'm a widow, but it's like, because I feel like some people try to take advantage of that, but it's like, just try to take it easy on myself. So this charmer may be a prince, but he is truly the king of romance, utterly in love with love. He can zoom in and have your heart fluttering in the blink of an eye. He is refined, artistic, and introspective, as well as a dreamy and possibly a bit melodramatic. A hopeless flirt. He will read you poetry while he looks deep into your eyes. Oh my gosh! Oh, I love it. In his heart, he really is generous and quite tenderhearted. I'm thinking of one guy that I had a crush on. Kind of sounds like him. He focuses in on you and you alone until it is, and therein lies the problem. He is the Prince of Summer, and you'll be so happy for the time, but for maybe forever, maybe. That's the kind of energy I get with him too. It's like it's just like kind of it's only for a moment, and I feel like that's what my first relationship will be. It'll just be for a moment. It's not going to be anything nothing that'll last for a while. Just keep in mind that this prince is known for having a wandering eye, and he likes to spread happiness around. Ooh, he's a whore. So be very cautious. The prince rides a magical dandelion under the light of the moon. The dandelion indicates that he could be making wishes come true. However, the heart in his hand is made of glass, so handle with care. I feel like, oh my man, I feel like he hits it and quits it. I feel like he just comes in, swoops you off your feet, and then he's gone. Like you fall asleep in his arms and he tiptoes away in the middle of the night. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. You know what? It's okay. Get what you need out of it and then just move forward. It's okay. The one that's meant to stay will stay. And I kind of had that feeling. The first person I date will kind of be like that. That it'll be just, just trying to get over the jitters of dating again. I haven't dated, oh my God. I haven't dated in 13 years. Because I was with Shane with 10 and I haven't been with anyone in 3 years. So now we're going on to the people that are dating. So that those people that are in a relationship. They're saying things are being taken to the next level for some. Moving in, proposals, meeting the parents, that kind of thing. Like showing that there's potential for growth here. And we talked about the Disneyland proposal. So truth is our first card. The best way through the current situation is to just speak your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. So maybe, I see someone sipping on some red wine and it's like, the feelings start flowing. So as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity will come to you now. So it's very much speaking from your heart for the couples that are dating, which there's nothing wrong with that. I want a house, with a tree in the front yard. I want, with my cat and painting and books. I see poetry. I want a white picket fence in the front. It looks like rose bushes. Rejection. So you might be shut down about, something you want. So maybe you're asking to move in, or because it seems like with him, he's got a lot of ideas going on in his head. The gentleman in the picture, he's an artist. He's got a lot of dreams. He's got a lot of things he wants to accomplish before he gets there. So it's like you got to respect that truth. You know what I mean? And like they're saying, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. So say maybe, baby, I love you very much, but it's like, ooh, the Fool, so new beginning. This may break up you guys. But you got to realize, like, he's being honest. I'm saying he because of it's a gentleman in the card. Kind of got that John Lennon kind of feel, eh? When him and Yoko, when he had the long hair and the glasses, the long beard. But I feel like it's like you have to respect him too. If he has a lot of dreams and ambitions, and he's like, we will get married, we will move in, this will happen, but I have some dreams. Oh, and it's like his John Lennon's Imagine disc he came out. He had the clouds in his glasses. It's like, let him be a free spirit and honor that, because it's like if the shoe was on the other foot, you would want him to honor you. The Fool, it's that very much carefree energy, loves playing with puppy dogs, that childlike energy, picking flowers, and he doesn't even see the cliff. It's like, hello, danger, danger, and he's like, oh, look at the clouds. Kind of like, like children do. Kind of that Peter Pan free energy kind of feel to him. When the Fool arrives in your reading, then know that you are on the precipice of a new beginning or a new experience. Shh. In this experience, you will throw back all that has been holding you back thus far. This could be fear, worry, and doubt. So this is the Mercury energy we've been talking about. Telling Mercury, have a seat. No time for you. We're not very much given into that positive joy Jupiter energy. Joy Jupiter energy where we give into love and respect ourselves. And that's where love begins with ourselves. To love ourselves, respect ourselves, and honor ourselves, and know that we are worthy of love. That when it's time to have that person come into our lives, it will happen. The Fool says, get out on your journey. That's what life is about. Whatever your new beginning is, the Fool wants you to embrace it in the same way a child embraces the first day of school. So with curiosity, the Sun, that's a very powerful card. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for a blessed life. I believe that's a unicorn. Is that a unicorn? Yes, it is. Unicorns are blessings. So he's riding in on a unicorn. Very much that knight in shining armor kind of energy. And this is a night that's going to stay. This is not thing that's going to be like a little blip in the road. Oh, I don't even... Oh, shoot. This card... I got a card and I don't remember if it was upright or not. So this is fairies. Oops. Drop my notes. So, the 19th. Or 19. Oh, wrong book. Shh. This bird. Many of you know I love a bird. I'm ready. See, I did it again. I love having guidebooks, but when you do when you do something like this, it's like you lose. Which book to read from? Okay, so this the sun. Great success has been yours. With more to come, turn your face to the sun. Open your arms and embrace the blessings that are now flowing directly to you from heaven. You can expect this dawning of brilliant new ideas that will lead to wonderful opportunities. You're a beautiful, shining child of God. You are unique in the universe. And the world needs you to be exactly who you are. Go ahead and toot your own horn. Remember that it is important to treat yourself with the same kindness, respect, and care that you would a best friend, beloved partner. And that's what you need. This is what the joy energy of Jupiter is. Kindness, respect, and caring to you. We give to so much to others. It's time to give to you. Our fairy hero rides a unicorn through a field of sunflowers. The unicorn symbolizes his purity of intention, while the sunflowers invoke happiness and satisfaction. This is a partner you'll be satisfied with, or you are satisfied with your partner. Okay, door to personal healing and happiness. I love this. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. You have the dove there, very positive omens. You've got a lotus flower, you got a rainbow, very beautiful. The free-flowing fountain, overflowing, so your cup runneth over. This is why I'm saying there's maybe a proposal coming in here. So, door to personal healing and happiness, new beginnings in your personal life. This card is a high bringing of positive change. The beautiful light-filled door opens with a lush rainbow-lit spring filled with varied lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing or such as breaking an addiction or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that that your life is opening up to new opportunities that will appear. And I feel like with the door opening up, I feel like this is a new home with your partner. I feel like you guys come together and it's like you guys make enough to get a place that's bigger for like both of you, because it's like I feel like you're both gonna need an office, or like there's an office and a guest room and then like the master, which where you would sleep in. But I feel like that's what's gonna happen. There'll be an office, a guest room, and your bedroom. The changes you've been working on are ready to bloom with wonderful results. So make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectations. So I feel like, with speaking your truth, I feel like he might say like, maybe we're not ready to move in just yet, but maybe like in the summertime. Because I feel like this is very much like kind of a summertime feel here. Spring, summertime. So it's okay if, it's only February. So if he turns around and says it's not the time, that's okay. Totally okay. Oh, these are the cards I've read before. I'm like, where did this pile come from? Okay. Got a little confused there. Pardon me. I was like, where are these cards from? Okay, so now we're going to go on to the married peoples. Okay, they're showing me a couple at a dinner, and it's like, he pours his wine into the dish, meaning like they're finished with their food. It's a kind of an Italian thing. And it's like the marriage is over. So It's like coming into speaking your truth. But you guys have known this for a long time. Long, long time. So vision is the first card for the married couples. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Shh. Your love has been the power of influence and transformed the current events. I feel like if you are able to give in more, like if you're like, okay, I understand this is what is going on. I understand the situation. And you're able to kind of not bow down, but understand and just like, quit beating this dead horse, you're able to stay together. But if you're not able to like get with the program, as they say, or, get on board, then I feel like you guys will go your own ways. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? I feel like you kind of lost yourself and you kind of resent that renewal. Yeah. It's like finding yourself again. So the married couple's got vanity. So they're saying you didn't picture yourself being here. Like this is not how you pictured, like at the age that you are. They're showing me 54. This is not the age this is not where you thought you would be. And that's the thing, like, with life. It's like, we have this big dream of how life will turn out. And it's like, like with myself becoming a widow out of nowhere. Like this just came out of nowhere. It's like, life take a turn. But for me, it's like, yeah, it was a lot of poop that I had to get through, but it's, it woke me up to, being open to my gift. Being open to spirit more. It brought me closer to spirit. 5 of Wands. So it's like, we're all showing off our skills. So it can be like new suitors come in to show off themselves to you. The 5 of Wands indicates there is a sense of accomplishment occurring in your life in some area. In love, this could mean you are not the only player in the field. And I had this feeling with someone. You may be vying for your attention or for the attention of your lover. In work, this could represent office politics or some competitive force at play. Wands are quick energies, and know that when this card appears, know that the drama and contention are going to leave as quickly as they came in. And this is what I'm saying. Are you able to see past, this blip? Are you able to accept a situation for what it is? And if so, then yes, you will be able to move forward. If not, then it's time to part ways. This is not a life-changing, dramatic situation or political point. It simply means you aren't the only person on the playing field, and there may be more offers on the table than meets the eye. I truly believe that. Yes, there's, the grass is only greener where you water it. Door to spirit. So this is in the reverse. Door to spirit. Being more open. I feel like if you silence your mouth and you open your ears more to spirit, you will get the answers you're seeking. Spiritual awakeness and new beginnings. A new beginning. So I feel like that's what I said. I feel like some of you are divorcing, and that's okay. It's just like a new beginning, because even yourself are saying, I cannot believe I'm here at this age. Put it up with all of this. When this card is reversed, you may find yourself feeling an extreme disconnect. It seems your intuition is failing and not maintain the peaceful moments that you are longing for. I feel you're dealing with a lot. You have a lot on your table. You have a lot to process. So I feel like you need to take a time out. You've been burnt out for a while. So I feel like, you need to go get a massage, you need to go on a personal retreat for like a week. And I feel like you will find the answers then. You may be too distracted by worldly matters or personal problems to revive and enjoy the deeper sense of your spiritual connection. The paradox is that the more that you let go of drama, distraction, or intense emotions, the more your spiritual peace will bring your solutions bring you solutions for these issues. So relax and let go. Meditate on yourself, on your soul self, your higher self. The resides is that resides in your own heart center. Allow the connections to grow. You'll find that many new doors will open as a result. So it's like, maybe this is, the end of the road in this marriage, and that's okay. But it's like, where do we go from here? I think you need to that's what I'm saying. You need to retreat and not retreat in the sense of like, leave, but I mean the sense that you need to go away to like a spa or something where you could get a nice, overdue massage. Like you got a lot of tension in your lower back. Go for that massage, go for that treatment, and I think like you'll benefit from sleep because you don't have to worry about taking care of anyone else, and you will find the answers you're seeking. I feel like a lot more clarity will come to you because you are dealing with a lot. So the last card we have for our marriage pile is King of Summer. Honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. Yes, I feel like your partner is very much all these things. I feel like you just, that one thing you need to, you can't get your head wrapped around. It's like I said, either you just accept what it is, because it's always been that. And I feel like it's just been put in your face recently. Like, this is very much how it is. So, like I said, you will be together for the long haul if you are able to wrap your head around that. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. He's very confident, this King of Summer. The King of Summer is someone you can completely trust. Well versed in matters of the heart, he knows the virtues of compassion and understanding. He will quietly listen to all your fears, hopes, and dreams, and provide astonishing insight to provide that prove invaluable. This king leads a very rich inner life, often accompanying from the pursuit of spirituality. A humanitarian, he is honorable and quite clarivious. He shows high integrity in relationships. However, he comes off as a little bit of intense sometimes. He's been through a great deal, and his desire to protect you may result in partial sounding advice. The king also a fierce protector of friends and family, so it will benefit you to speak kindly of others in his presence. Roses are red. Red roses, a symbol of true love, grow at the feet of the King of Summer. You can trust that his intentions are honorable, his feelings genuine. I feel like that's very much what he is, but he's been through a great deal. I feel like in your situation, he tried a different approach that he did before, and it kind of, blew up in his face, in both your faces, but it's like, it's okay. Can we put this back together? And I truly believe you should not make any decisions right now. I truly believe you should wait a year and see what happens, see what unfolds. But you very much need to get away. You very much need to take a break. I feel like it's too much. I feel like you're stressed. I feel like you're about to burn out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's Day forecast. These are just general readings, single, dating, married, take it with a grain of salt, whatever resonates, that's what is meant for you to hear at this time. So if you're interested in getting a one-on-one personal reading, I'll charge $40 for it, like 1.5 hours, but it'll probably go longer. But it's up to you. So I hope you enjoy this forecast. Have a blessed one, guys, and we'll see you soon.